Saturday night. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football fans across the nation, welcome back to Smashmouth Saturday night. Oh, it feels good to be here with my buddy, my BFF, Oscar Lewis. How are you doing tonight, Oscar?
Hello, football Rivals fans. It's been a while since we've been here, but I'm ready to be back in the booth with Skip Lloyd watching these Longhorns.
And it's certainly something that we are not going to forget as we watch the number 4 Cowboys take on the number 1 Texas Longhorns. The Cowboys have got to get after Reno. Kris Hill, let him lead the way and put the pedal to the metal. Meanwhile, if you're the number 1 ranked Longhorns, you got to apply that pressure, snuff out the screen, and power down Malik Crane. And without further ado, we are kicking it off.
Yeah, Malik Crane is one of the most underestimated running backs coming into the draft next season.
Absolutely. Well, there is a plethora of running backs ahead of him, and today another running back to look out for is DeAndre Brown. He's certainly been able to have quite a season, but so far it's been all about Hightower.
This Longhorn offense, man, they just air this ball out. It bombs away almost every play.
And just like that, getting a quick completion. That is a 2-yard pickup as Hightower stays in the shotgun here. He's surveying the field. He's throwing it open. Oh, incomplete. Can't hold on.
Great defense there by the Cowboys.
Absolutely. And this is going to be an old-time slobber knocker. Hightower's looking. He's got time. He's surveying. He throws a moonshot. Oh, can't come up with it. Gonna have to punt it away. They were going big on this first opening drive.
Yeah, that was a rare underthrow by Hightower. He usually towers it pretty high, as his name says, but I don't know, man. That was just a bad decision.
Well, they're gonna have to make better decisions like they did last week. It was a masterclass by Kris Hill, who's certainly not the highlight name for the Oklahoma State Cowboys week in, week out, but last week he got the job done. Usually it's all about Malik Crane, who we expect to see a heavy dose of today. Throws it over the middle and incomplete, throwing into traffic there. Tell us a little bit about Malik Crane, Oscar. We know he's coming out.
Yeah, Skip, I was just about to say, as you see him go in motion here, he's a big man as he gets the pass in the flats and he gets some speed. Once he gets some speed going, he's down the sideline.
The big fella running out of steam there. Malik Crane, he is every bit the power back, but he knows how to play out of the backfield as a receiver as well. You just saw it there, a field flipper, Oscar.
Yeah, he's like a locomotive. He takes a minute to get going, but once he does, he just powers through tackles, as you saw there.
And we're looking at 2nd and 7 here out of the shotgun. Hill taking his time, dumping it off to Crane, getting up the sideline again, and that is a first down.
And just like that, they are in striking distance here.
And there's a flag on that one. Looks like it might come back on holding.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when you get a great drive going and then you look back and you see the yellow flag on the field and everything you're doing up to that point is gone. Absolutely.
Still 1st and goal, but from around the 20.
Oh, he's going down.
Somebody bag that man. Just like that, we got a bag early.
You see both defensive ends on the edges just collapse the pocket.
And they have that capability. That's edge rusher Paul Diaby getting there. And he is kind of a 1-2 punch with Maggot, who's just a step behind.
Yeah, and for those pro GM owners out there, GM players, that might want to watch Maggot. He's in the draft, I believe. If not, he's leading a lot of backwards as it's going to go down again.
He sure is, and right now I believe Leo Maggott is technically a junior, so he's it's kind of up to him, the player, the generic, so to speak, if he's going to end up going pro.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at there, Skip. He's having a heck of a year so far. He's in a lot of the award nominations, and it'd be interesting to see if he comes out as they come out on another shotgun snap here.
Absolutely. Oh, just incomplete. Staying with that train of thought for just a moment, Oscar, would you agree that it's not exactly a strong pass rusher class in the draft this year? Might be to Maggott's benefit to come out.
Yeah, absolutely. It might. There's not a lot of edge and outside linebackers in this draft. Unlike last year, we got kind of spoiled with the likes of Brandon Smith and others like that, and this year there's
that's right,
just
Kyle Turner,
not the
and yeah, there was kind of a wave after wave of pass rushers last year in the draft. This year you've got just a few near the top, and then it kind of falls off dramatically. So a lot of GMs are watching a game like this and absolutely hoping that Maggott not only has a big one, but decides to take those talents to the next level.
And he's just got an awesomely marketable name as the halfback here just takes off down the sideline.
Imagine if he got drafted by the Nightmare, you know?
Oh, all kinds of marketing opportunities.
You'll see Maggott in your dreams. Meanwhile, Hightower's seeing a big pickup on first down, not in his dreams, but in his reality, as Texas is across the 50, thanks to a nice run a moment ago by DeAndre Brown. Don't think we didn't see that. And let's take a second and acknowledge that Oklahoma State missed that field goal.
Yeah, they did. We were talking a little too much about Maggott there, and he missed the field goal. He almost got it blocked, but...
What can I say, Oscar? I love Maggott.
I'm going to plead the fifth on that.
Hightower, empty set, 2nd and 1. Making some sight adjustments. Hightower trying to run, but ultimately getting brought down. Talk about a talented quarterback that is not declaring for the draft, unlike so many others.
You read my mind right there, Skip. He takes a shot downfield, and Hightower, he's one of the best quarterbacks not going in the draft, and that's a lot of GMs have got to be sad, but next year, the demand, and the year after, the demand is there higher.
Absolutely. You got to imagine that he goes into next season because he's officially staying. He goes into next season the presumptive QB1, and he's brought down on the sack right there. Oklahoma State saying, hey, we got some edge rush talent over here too.
By the way, as the Longhorn goes down,
and that's Jaramillo with the sack there. And this has not been the shootout we were expecting here so far in the first quarter. This has been a little bit more trench warfare. Let's see a Hightower on the screen. And Brown is not going to break away. That is going to be a 3rd and long here, 3rd and 19.
When we saw the lineup for the games this week on the schedule, we circled number 1 and number 4 pretty quickly as he finally connects for a first down shot over the middle there. Oh no, it's going to be 4th and 1.
Oh, they're clearly going for it. Coach does not have a problem. They already picked up a 4th earlier, and here's another one. Don't forget, it was just 3rd and 19, and they are now looking at 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Both teams have got down. Oh, it's a Wildcat.
Direct snap, and he gets in for the touchdown. Welcome, Horns. Welcome, Horns.
Great play. We have not seen that a lot this year, is Thorne takes the Wildcat.
Yeah, gosh, Thorne is like their 3rd running back there, so Coach really getting in his bag here, pulling out all the stops for this battle of the unbeatens.
Absolutely, this game has so much weight in the division, or not division anymore, but the conference and the playoff brackets. This game is so important.
And now Oklahoma State has got to climb that mountain, see if they can get back into the space they were in last week when Hill was dealing. Right now he's getting pressured from all sides. That looks like a DB blitz there on the sack, but technically they're just going to say it's a no gain.
This formation right here, Skip.
Yeah, kind of a adopted full house here.
Shotgun wishbone.
Yeah.
As he hands off to Crane.
Hey, getting 7 on second. We'll take it 3rd and 3 for the Cowboys. Staying in a pistol look here. He's got time. He's also got space to run it, and he does. He gets the first down and then some.
First down. Great play.
Really liking this pistol look at the moment with Crane. Gosh, he looks like an offensive lineman back there. Fakes the handoff, play action. He's got time, but not enough time as he is brought down in a bag.
Let him get a toe tag, because that's another body bag.
Oh, you might want to have toe tags on standby as big Kyle Morrison collapses the interior and just brings Hill down.
Great defenses so far. I was expecting a decently scored game with some defensive struggles, but this end of the first quarter has been nuts.
Whew. It is something here. Tell you what, it's November 1st. Halloween is barely in the rear view, and the ghosts of championship hopes are starting to haunt a few locker rooms. But I don't think that you'll see that tonight. What you will see, it's no costume party. It's a fist fight here with burnt orange and black duking it out. These teams are hitting and grinding and testing one another's will, Oscar.
The Cowboys have negative 4 yards rushing.
Incredible.
Insane.
Feeling the pressure again. At least he gets the ball off, but they cannot hold on. 3rd and 18. Both teams have had to overcome some very long down and distances so far.
The best receiver tonight has been the ground as he goes down again.
4 sacks on the day for Texas. And that was Leo Maggot. 21 career sacks for Maggot.
Speaking of sacks.
Punted away.
Speaking of sacks, speaking of drafts, speaking of everything, Bubba Williams is pushing for the league record in sacks this season, but he's got some company, so let's see if he can do it. Look at this
going
punt
all the way,
return.
and he's bringing it to the house. Called touchdown, Texas.
That was our first punt return touchdown of the year so far, guys, on camera.
Bang that drum. Longhorns up by 2 scores now, and that's Jabu Adoga. You don't know Adoga, and he is going to be a premier return man. I believe he's coming back next year.
I do believe he's one of those juniors that's pegged to stay so.
So just like that, 14-0. Texas starting to pull away here. Let's see what the Cowboys can do with the ball. Not nearly the return that we just saw.
Yeah, the Cowboys have got to come out, and they're not doing it here, but they've got to come out with a heavy dose of cream to wear this Texas line down, and they're not doing it.
Absolutely. They're playing all this cute short passing trickeration stuff, but you've got a ground and pound back, and I'm surprised they have not even really tried that so far. Here's one, but it's not to Crane, and it looks like there's going to be a holding flag. Not the way they want to be going.
It's the second on the game for that young man. He's got to get his head in the game, and they've got to get Crane involved in this game plan. What are they doing?
Absolutely. Staying with this unique, these pistol looks, and now you're in 2nd and 19. And throwing off. Ugh, not a good look there.
Yeah, that just puts you in a horrible situation as Crane's in the backfield, but you know it's not going to him. Oh, and they made me look like an idiot as they look like idiots running a draw.
Absolutely. Wow. Not a good series there for Texas.
Oh, my.
Or I'm sorry, for Oklahoma State. A very good series for Texas.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
All right, Oklahoma State.
So now they start behind enemy lines here. Great field position for the Longhorns as they hand it off. Brown looking around the edge, but ultimately losing a yard there. Not what they were looking for. They are starting at the 50, second and 11.
For everyone watching, Oklahoma State is not a pushover team. They are the number 4 team in the country for a reason.
Absolutely. They've gone undefeated all season, and it's not like they're playing powder puff out there. They've been playing some legit teams, and they've been finding ways to win.
And again, a lot of their offensive superiority has came from running with Crane and setting Kris Hill up for success. But
wow, look at the arrogance here by Texas. 4th and 4, going for it.
4.
They are the number 1 team in the nation because they are not afraid to take risks. Ooh, we got a flag. Reno throws it deep. Oh, he got it! But it looks like it's going to come back. That was a beautiful wounded duck touchdown, but it doesn't matter. Got to imagine they're going to have to punt it away now.
Yeah, you got to put that bull down.
Too bad. Could have gone up 21-0, but instead they are kicking it right back to Kris Hill, Malik Crane, and company.
Here comes the Cowboys, and this is where they got to take a shot.
And by shot, you meant a low crosser 2 yards deep.
Absolutely.
Staying in
right
the pistol
here,
look.
Strong formation. They got to hand it to Crane and let him do his business. And there you go.
See?
That's what they need.
Careful, teams. Oscar may be a 1-year stint in the booth before somebody makes him an offensive coordinator. Hill looking for the bubble screen. Gets racked as he throws.
He deserved it.
He is working uphill today, not downhill. Play action, throws it towards the boundary, gets a little bit more, but they are still looking at a 3rd and 5, just short of the 50-yard line.
Well, 4 wide. Crane is a great blocker, but you gotta use
finally
the ball. Great play.
Gets a completion over the middle, deep into Longhorn territory. They are in the shade. That's how far in the Longhorn territory they are, as Malik Crane gets blown up in the backfield. Wow. Rare. That is a rare instance.
Absolutely. Crane is like 6 foot, 230 pounds. He's a monster.
Oh, I thought he was 250.
He just laid him on the ground like he was a rag doll.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Hill right now not playing like a big boy, playing like a little baby boy who's getting his baba taken away as Oklahoma State is going to attempt another field goal. Let's see if they can convert on this one. Wow.
No good.
2 misses, not a good look for an undefeated team down by 14. It would have been a 1-score game if he made both of those field goals.
Kicker alone is going to make the Cowboys get lined up for the relegations.
Absolutely. Reno, ooh, that one careful, a little off placement there.
Yeah, and I heard, what I was saying earlier is I wanted to see this game to watch Hightower because he's been just blowing teams out, and it's not happening so far.
No, not so far, but there's still plenty of game left. Right now, it is 4:27 left here in the first half. 3rd and 6 for Reno Hightower as the back picks up the pass rush. Oh, but a beautiful shot down the sideline. 50-50 jump ball, and the man cannot come down with it. They are punting it away.
And another punt. Back into the sun. Uh-oh, makes one man miss, and he's getting out around the 20.
Yeah, just shy of the 20. Looks like the 19 and, I don't know, 3/4. Slow developing handoff, and that is not enough time. Maggot meets him in the backfield.
Yeah, I thought I needed to get my glasses for a minute there as the play just took forever to get going.
Yeah, you were not watching it in slow motion. That is just how long it took for them to get the ball off, and there is another sack. Wow. That 5 or 6 now on the day here in the first half for Texas.
Just too many.
It's like watching a Florida State game.
Oh. Florida State might be the best team that we don't see play in the playoffs. We'll see what happens.
It is. It would be criminal if Florida State does not get in with the amount of talent that team has, but that just shows you the importance of winning every game on your schedule. He throws it as he gets rocked. And that is going to be another punt. We're having a little bit of a punt fest, so let's take a moment to tell you tonight's game is brought to you by Football Rivals. Get into the game. Year 2 for the pros is on its way. You can see Andrew Frost, now the MVP and Rivals Cup winner, playing for the Grunge. And as you know, there is a lot shaken as teams are getting into position for the draft here at the end of the college season.
Yeah, and I'm not as in tune with the pro league as I am with the college guys, but that mod and the way that everything's shaping up for that league, it's going to be amazing.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Texas still moving the ball, 3rd and 4, 2:38 left here in the first half. Hightower throws it into traffic, and it's complete. What a throw. Absolutely.
How did he catch that?
He's forcing it into a tight window there, and you can see why teams are so excited about Hightower, even if they have to wait another year to get him. Tries the QB keeper on the option, but Oklahoma State saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah, the Cowboys, the edge rusher picked up the halfback, and then the contained guy took the quarterback. That was textbook-style defense as you saw the Cowboys shut it down. I'm not going to say his name because we might get a check against us.
Shaydon Taunt. Shaydon Taunt. Saying, Taunt be having any more of that, can we? 2nd and 13. Hightower staying in the shotgun. Brown off to his right. Throws it. It's complete. Not much, though. 3rd and 9. And thank you for hanging out with us here in the chat tonight. We have got quite a motley crew as Hightower lobs one up. Incomplete. Back corner. Pylon. Can't get it. Gonna kick the field goal. Hoping to go up 17.
Yeah, that was about the 5th rainbow jump ball we've had all game, and it's just been not a great night for passing. Not a great night for offense in general.
Really? No, yeah. I mean, you got a punt return touchdown, which tells you how much offense there's been. Several missed field goal attempts.
Yeah, and I see in the chat there the what with all the exclamation points. I mean, you got to win your division. You got to win. I keep saying division, sorry. You got to win your conference in college football. And one game can trigger a downfall for a team. And I'm not saying they won't make it, as Malik Crane is shimmying and shaking and putting his shoulder down.
A big fella to be having those twinkle toes, but he's doing it. Hill out of the shotgun, getting wrapped up and bagged.
Another sack.
Incredible.
Insane.
This Longhorn defense has been perhaps a forgotten pass rush threat this season when you think of teams like Florida State with Bo Bugba and Kai Latham, or Michigan with Mike Jones and Frank Beard. But
Jones.
Don't sleep on this Texas pass rush.
Yeah, I think it's because Texas just blows out everybody. They don't leave any room to wonder who won that game. But people don't realize on the other side of the game that the defense is giving them all those opportunities.
Absolutely. Ooh, right there. That was an opportunity for Oklahoma State, and they took it. Stopping Brown in the backfield. They are still bringing the heat here. Oh, almost intercepted. They would have loved to get that one, trying to get any points before the half.
And speaking of intercepted, Oklahoma State has one of, if not the highest rated safety in the draft in Corbin Hyde.
That's true. That's true. Can't forget about Corbin Hyde. Projected where would you project him, Oscar?
A late first-round pick. He is going to go in the 1st or 2nd round. Mark my words.
Yeah, you had him mocked to the Nightmare?
I believe. 32, pick 32.
Yeah, that's the nightmare pick. That was originally the Brawlers pick, which then became the Hoplites pick, which then became the Nightmare pick. There's been so many trades to stay on top of. Your boy Skip has been chugging the extra coffee.
Yeah, my mock is out the window at this point.
So the world wants to know, will there be another mock?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody knows there will probably be way too many drafts, way too many projections before the season starts. But yeah, we actually had Corbin Hyde at pick number 22 to the Kansas City Mob.
Oh, I didn't realize he was going that high. I thought he was going to the Nightmare at 32.
Ryan Means.
Oh, the other safety. That's right.
Notre Dame safety.
There's two good first-round safeties in the draft, and you mocked them both.
Absolutely, and Kris, don't forget Christian Bacigalupi. He's the free safety. Those two are the strong safety.
That's true. In fact, Bacigalupi, I think he had just outside the top 10.
Number 11.
Look at that. You think he's going to wear 55 in the pros? I guess it depends on who's already on his team.
I hope he does.
Well, that has been quite the start to this game. We are watching halftime, and remember, the big separator was that punt return touchdown. Absolutely shifting and shaking his way back upfield for a Longhorn touchdown. What a game, what a first half. Not the blowout that Texas is used to, but they've certainly got a comfortable cushion, Oscar.
Absolutely, and the Cowboys have got to come out here swinging. They've got to get high on defense to shut down this Longhorn offense like they've been doing.
You say they got to get high?
They've got to get Hyde, Corbin Hyde, to shut down the Texas offense.
Gotcha.
And they've got to get Malik going as they take a shot over the middle here.
There we go, and now they're going to go hurry up. They've not had much success on offense passing today, so Chris Hill saying, let's go, let's go. If we were able to get one off on him, maybe we can get a second play.
You almost killed me there. I was trying to take a sip of coffee. Ooh.
Not getting much on that one. That is a gain of 3, but they are going to stay in a hurry up. I wonder if Commissioner Back is on watching the game at all, if he's going to throw out any points here in the second half. It's possible, so stay tuned. Malik Crane not getting much room, 3rd and 7.
They need to get back in that pistol strong formation and just run off the edge. That's where the weakness is of Texas, and they're not.
Oh, man, triple coverage. Chris Hill trying to force it in. You're absolutely right. This game has not gotten away from them yet. You could argue that whatever game plan they had originally with a power run pistol formation could still work if they wanted to try it, but you got to do that before it's too late.
And Hill's just not making very aware plays on the field either. On that previous play, he took the shot downfield as Hightower takes a shot. But Hill took a shot downfield in the triple coverage, and he had a guy about 8 yards deep. Would have caught it, turned, and made the first down. And he takes the errant shot as Hightower takes another bad pass that's caught somehow.
He's lucky. Got some good receivers today, some extra Velcro on the gloves because Hightower a little bit off his game today. Would you agree, Oscar?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with both teams, but nobody wants this game. They're trying to give it away.
Absolutely. You'd think by now Texas would have had 2 more touchdowns normally. And
big hit.
Cowboys are staying in it. This defense is trying everything they can. Don't forget, it was the special teams that gave up a touchdown. This Oklahoma State defense has been exceptional today so far, especially against a quarterback like Hightower.
As you saw on the play right there, the ball has been unaccompanied into the end zone more times than it has had someone carry it.
Absolutely. Looks like a soccer game out there.
It's insane. I hate soccer.
The other football. And if you're watching along with us live tonight, that means you probably are a pretty big fan of pass rushers. Leo Maggot with his 3rd sack on the day. Incredible.
I have a feeling I'm going to get an inbox or a phone message, and it's going to be, hello, my name is Leo Maggot. It's not Maggot, but who cares? You're Maggot tonight.
Well, tonight he's Maggot until he tells us he's French. He is Maggot.
Absolutely.
Reminds me of the old New York Giants running back, Dave Meggett.
I watched him as a young laddie.
As a whippersnapper. Ooh, separation. Knocking the ball out there. 3rd and 16. Gosh, you got to wonder, what can Oklahoma State do to get back into this thing? And now a flag, probably a hold, and of course it comes on a first down play. Tough, yeah, looks like it's going to come back.
Don't look at that guy. You did the penalty, buddy.
That's tough. James Virgin, who is coming out in the draft this year, he's probably, what would you say, a mid-round grade?
Yeah, somewhere in there. Can't give all the secrets away. His heel's going to go down again.
Well, that one was not James Virgin's fault, but the rest of the offensive line sort of collapsed as the Cowboys will be punting from their own end zone once again.
Shock! Kasai.
And Kasai getting his second. Man, feast or famine. Got a bunch of personnel protectors. Oh, it's blocked! Incredible! That's gonna be a safety.
Safety? Oh my lord!
Wow!
19 unanswered points.
I mean, there's no other ways to score that I can think of. Special teams touchdown, safety, a flag.
I was going to say the offense, but they actually accidentally scored.
They did accidentally score on offense. And then the kick goes out of bounds. Jeez. Brutal.
When it rains, it pours for these Cowboys tonight.
And yet it's still only 19-0.
And you can see there the defense is definitely the anchor that keeps them in the game, and the offense just won't get anything going.
Bringing a man in motion and back around. A little bit of orbit motion there. Oh, interception!
Interception!
Exactly what the Cowboys need right there.
Was that Corbin Hyde? That is not Corbin Hyde, I don't believe.
Corbin B. Hyden.
Huh.
But the Cowboys popping off some caps for that one. Actually, it was. Hyde is number 18.
That was Hyde. That was Corbin Hyde, as you see, one of the top safeties in the draft for the GM Scouts.
And you can see why, making a huge interception there. Hightower not happy as he's walking off right there.
Now, right here, you got the momentum. You got the crowd a little quiet. Pound this ball. Take your time. Make it painful, and then score some points.
Let's see what they can do with it right here. Throwing it complete, but not for much.
Now, Hill took it a little too literal and went every play to Malik Crane there.
3rd and 7. Hill dumping off, but there's a flag, and he's short of the sticks. Wow, another holding call. What else are you going to do when you're lined up against Maggot? You got to hold it.
They're pretty slippery.
Truman, that's a sophomore tackle, so he's certainly learning on the job against one of the premier pass rushers in all of college football. And just like that, the Cowboys kick it away again.
And it's going to be a touchback. They're going to get decent field position. And at this point, if you're Texas, maybe you just want to slow it down.
Incomplete there. Hightower just shaking his head. See, he keeps looking over to the sideline. Making his adjustments, his pre-snap reads here. Dumping off on the screen, the tight end trying to shimmy. But he doesn't have the juice. Loss of 3.
Yeah, he just took too many side steps backwards and not good.
Hightower complete up the seam. That is what you want to see out of your tight end. Not side to side, but north and south. Preferably north. Takes the handoff, finds a receiver. I believe that's Dennis.
Oliver Dennis, a highly rated receiver in the draft this year. Anybody looking might want to look at Dennis's tape.
Absolutely. He's had a stellar season, arguably one of the best receivers in the nation.
And actually, you know what? I'm going to go on a limb, and if Commissioner Back will let me, I will say I'll give everybody an extra 50 bonus points, bonus credits, if they can tell me what school Oliver Dennis transferred from, because his old quarterback is actually in the Pro League right now.
If you can figure it out, get 50 extra credits. As the Texas Longhorns got behind enemy lines, but they still have to punt it away. Great punt, and unfortunately goes into the end zone. That's a touchback.
Another touchback.
Maybe some of the best field position that the Cowboys will start with all night.
It is. It's might be. I'd have to go back and look at some notes, but yeah.
He's open there, getting 8 healthy yards on first down. I don't know if anybody knows where Oliver Dennis transferred from, Oscar. Seems like you might have stumped our Halloween fans.
Here we go. Power formation here. Let's go. Quarterback
Bill
sneak.
with the tush push.
Negative 34 yards rushing.
What a day for Kris Hill on the ground.
Let's give the ball to Crane. Come on, guys.
Ooh, bad pass there, too high, swatted down. Could have been worse, actually. Second and 10. Throwing a little bit of a bubble screen there. Gets a couple. That's 5. Half of it. 3rd and 5 with 1 minute left here in the third quarter. Hill trying to make an adjustment, identifying the mic. Looks like he's going to run, but then he throws it.
My Lord. That time he had Crane on the sideline standing still, and he made that play instead. Is this punter? He is just slow off the snap, guys.
Yowzers. With 45 seconds left, Hightower in the third quarter. Hightower's got the ball past the 20, about the 22-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Gets a little bit of the screen action, but not much working off of it.
Yeah, Hightower in this offense, for some reason tonight, they're doing a lot of these quick, like 2-second releases. They're not letting the plays develop very well. I'm assuming it's because of the defense of the Cowboys.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, this is one of the better. I know it's hard to believe it, but this is one of the better defenses. Oh, they've seen all season.
He takes a shot right there.
But I don't think it's going to count.
There's a flag.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my. Yep,
that is now 2 touchdowns for Hightower, taken off the board due to penalties on his teammates. So now a 3rd and 19 instead of an extra point. Yikes. And that is the end of the third quarter. Get your 4s up.
Out to his football rivals. College season, year 3. Oliver Dennis, nobody knows the answer.
Apparently
Oliver
not.
Dennis. Oh my. What are we going to see here in this fourth quarter, Skip?
Well, at this point, I'd love to see the Cowboys score anything.
Except a field goal. To me, a field goal at this point is just given.
Yeah, forget the field goal. Get a touchdown. Come on. Make it interesting.
Now they got to go. Every drive is four down drives now. They got to get in and score.
Absolutely. Going empty formation here. Hill knows that they have to score. Feeling the pressure, finds one over the middle. That's one of their bigger passing plays on the day.
About a 13-yard play there. Now, that's where the hole is. You got to go there, guys.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just find the soft spots in those zones. They're handing it off, but it's not to Malik Crane. 2nd and 9. The clock is ticking. Just over 8:50 left in the game.
I know what offense Texas uses, but I'd be
Cowboys.
interested to know what Cowboys uses. They finally get another play. They've got a drive going here, Skip.
Here we go. Should have been in the hurry-up all game as they're now looking to the sideline. getting the play call, throws the screen to Crane, who's up the sideline, fighting through the tackle.
Oh, he's fighting through.
A battering
That's why
ram.
Crane is going to make somebody happy in the draft.
Somebody's asking, aren't the Cowboys an air raid offense? Well, not always. Depends on who the coach is and who the athletic director is.
And you got to remember, we're in the future here in the Football Rivals League as he takes a shot out to the sideline.
Yeah, we were sometime in the 2040s, so the conventional offensive and defensive systems that you may be familiar with are different now as he finally gets in. Finally, the Cowboys get one on the board. No flags. Everybody's double checking.
Yeah, I was standing up so I could see my screen and look down the field, and I didn't see a flag, and I started pumping my fist there for a second.
Timmy Woodhead, yeah, everybody here, no matter which side you're rooting for, is excited to just see the Cowboys make it interesting, because now Texas has got to still do a little bit of something with the ball.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that wasn't Crane, but I'm happy they scored.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Texas on the return, getting out to around the 20. The good old touchback line, which is also going to be coming back for the pros in year 2. That's right, the 20 will be the touchback once again.
Yeah, and I've heard rumors about some different rules here coming for the Pro League in year 2, and I'm very excited.
And so much more information to come about the Pro League as we look to close out this fantastic college season. But Oscar, you are the prognosticator of all things college sports. If you had to choose right now 2 teams to make it to the national championship, is this Texas Longhorns team one of them? And if so, who's the other?
I think that the team that you have to go that the other team is going to play against has to be Michigan at this point.
Yep. Defense, you got to respect the reigning national champions. They have not lost yet.
They have quietly amassed an undefeated season. But as far as Texas, I don't know, man. They've got to play SMU at some point.
That's true.
And SMU is number 2 in the country.
Yeah, Michigan certainly been a little bit of an afterthought here this season. But at the same time, you've got Keon Hunter having a Heisman-esque season and Burt Bean having just another 2 years in a row, absolutely lights-out stats, one of the leading rushers at quarterback in the nation, 35, 36 touchdown passes. Both of them have just been incredible talent, and they're both taking those talents pro.
Yeah, and you got to think that Bean's going to be the number 1 draft pick.
Most likely at this point. I mean, I know LaBart Vick has been doing everything he can to raise his profile, and now that he's officially entering the draft, you know number 1 would like to go number 1, but you mocked him to Houston at number 3.
Yeah, and I mean, actually, he's if I'm being honest, because that's my job, if I'm being honest, he's only like the 4th or 5th quarterback right now. He's got to show me something if they make it to the postseason.
Yeah, and you also, did you not do that mock before Banks declared? Or at least you started working on it before Banks declared.
Yeah, it was done, but it was releasing in parts, and Banks declared around the seconders, they take a shot, and it's incomplete in the end zone again. But yeah,
so it's possible Banks could go at number 3 now.
I wouldn't take either one of them at 3, honestly, but I get why GMs like to do it.
So you're mocking based on what you're hearing, not where you would put the guys.
Yeah, in the first release, we said it's based on rumors, highlights, and tape. And a couple of picks, we put where we want as Crane takes the screen and
he fights his way through. Incredible. The Cowboys are still in this thing as Malik Crane. Finally, they're getting him the ball. We're here talking about other stuff because they seemingly are out of it.
Look at the slots right here. They're wide open. He's open. Throw the ball.
Hill. Oh.
He had a guy open for 5 seconds.
Incredible. Let's see what they can do here, bringing the receiver around in motion. Crane staying in to block. No, he catches it, but he's out of bounds.
At this point, the Cowboys get what they deserve. They've had multiple. He's open right now. Throw it.
Oh, no. And a flag. Wow. Yeah, Hill is not diagnosing fast enough. You and I can both see it from up here. And that's another holding call on Truman. Ugh.
Truman's, I'm not, no comment.
But
Truman
they declined
this away.
They declined it. And instead,
he's gonna get
down.
a body bag.
Diaby and Maggot meet in the middle. They share the sack and turn it over. Incredible.
19-7.
Yeah, Diaby and Maggot both cleaning up there.
This is not the game that we thought we were going to call tonight.
Not at all.
It's been a defensive. The Longhorns have got to show off their defense, but the offense has left a lot to imagine as they finally rip off a run down the sideline. He sacks up these trips.
So what do you think this means? Even if Texas wins here, do you think they stay at number 1? Is there a chance that even with the win, they move down a slot just for not taking care of business big time here at home?
I mean, I didn't check and see what SMU did this week yet, but at this point, I think they're probably going to leave the rankings as is. You know, the middle to lower ranks of the teams as he sidesteps a tackle there. Big hit. But I mean, you got to think the top 5 to 8 will probably stay the same, but you never know with this committee.
Absolutely. It's been a bit of a shock with some of the teams we've seen in certain spots. Again, a lot of the Michigan players have said there's a little bit of disrespect going from the committee with where they're ranking, but you know, you got to give it to teams like Texas and SMU that have just been absolute Cinderella darlings this year.
Yeah, that's what I like about this league. You know, we have the Big 12 is back in full force with the teams that they should have, and a lot of the teams, Memphis is in the Big 12, SMU's in the Big 12, Texas Tech was ranked pretty high, Oklahoma State. A lot of guys overlooked the Big 12.
Absolutely. Now tell us a little bit more about Memphis, because they had sort of a middling season. Oh, as Hightower's brought down for a sack, but Memphis had a middling season with phenomenal quarterback play from Tyler Akbar, yet you didn't mock him anywhere in your first round.
Yeah, I mean, Akbar is, you know, he's the embodiment of a system quarterback.
Oh,
Memphis
no.
puts up a lot of points as Balducci.
Yeah, so you do see Akbar as a system quarterback. I got to say, he is a bit of a statue, no matter how big the arm. He just kind of stands there and rips it.
He's got a great arm. He's got great, if it's 1 or 2 reads, he's got a great, as Hightower gets smacked again. But Akbar he's not a think and play guy. He's a react and play guy. And, I mean, he's a system quarterback. He's a pocket, throw the ball down the field system quarterback.
So speaking of system quarterbacks, you were just talking about SMU. There's been a lot of debate on Robert Sharp, the quarterback out of SMU, as to whether he's a true system QB or if he can perform at the next level. What are your thoughts?
I mean, he's there. He's got the ability, and he's leading or in the race for a lot of awards. So a lot of people beside myself like him. And I'm kind of holding him close to the vest when I did the mocks. I mean, he could easily be in the first rounder, first sets of quarterbacks taken. But
you do think so?
We got to see what he does. He has not impressed, unfortunately, as Crane takes the pass here. Unfortunately, we have not seen a lot of SMU games this year, but when we did, they won.
Yeah, I mean, so the thing with Robert Sharp is that, he's putting up all the stats, but he just doesn't seem to have the elite arm strength, the elite accuracy, but somehow the team plays great. So, there's a lot of debate on whether who QB2 really is. Is it Sharp? Is it Vic? Is it Banks? Is it someone else? It's clearly Bean at the top, but from there, it's a little bit of uncertainty with this quarterback class.
Yeah, and actually, when you look at the Mustangs games, the SMU games, their running back Mancuso is actually a lot of reason for their success. They pass to run, and it shows in his stats.
Well, speaking of stats, there weren't a ton to go around tonight. It was a team victory here in Austin. The Longhorns stay perfect, 17-7, and they just proved why they're still sitting on top of the college football mountain. Cowboys fought hard, but tonight was about grit and execution. Leo Maggot and the Longhorn front seven were absolute terrorizers. Haven't seen that much chaos since I tried to assemble a grill without the manual. Thanks for having Oscar Lewis here by my side. I'm your boy, Skip Lloyd. It's been great to be back. It's great to be loud, and it's always great to be here at Smashmouth. Oscar, anything before we sign off?
Rivalry week this week. Join us.
That's right, Rivalry Week coming up. Tune in for all of those games, and good night from Texas. Keep those horns up high.